All right, Shalom. We want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostles of Great Millstone. The salutation of the items that's preaching the 144 truth coming out of GMS, all right? It's the Las Vegas Camp Melon Valor. Go by Cologne. Hopefully coming to you in another edifying lesson. To you men, women, and children of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and speckled birds, that fatherline go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is your power and your power alone, which Yahweh means He is, He exists, Bahashem in the name, and Yahweh Shai means He deliver, He is salvation. All right, because the only ones who's going to receive salvation on this go around, all right, on the second coming of Yahweh Shai, on the behalf of His Father Yahweh, is the elect of Israel. All right, the 144,000 men, first and foremost, that government body, and the men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. It's going to be a quick hit. The name of this lesson is called November 1st Problems, all right? And the reason why I named this lesson November 1st Problems is that, the government is still shut down, okay? And now you're hearing it that, you're Trump, the hero, all right? Yo, hero, all right? Nero, Trump, saying that he's cutting your benefits off, Eve. He cutting everything off from you. You ain't going to have nothing no more. You can't rely on me no more because I'm disconnecting from you now. I got what I needed from you, and I'm done with you. I'm going to throw you away like you're nothing. But then have you come back to me so I can give you what I really want to give you is that charagma if you still want daddy to help you out. All right? Because a lot of you Eves out there starting, all right, the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, you women of Israel, all right, starting with Eve, Judah, all the way down to Issachar, you was on the I don't need a man tip. Definitely Eve. You pushed the Israelite man out your life so much, which it was designed that way. Which, don't rely on him, rely on me, and I'll take care of you. Now I don't want to take care of you no more. Now who you going to call on to? Who you going to rely on to? All right? Because that system change, all right? That new war order is coming, all right? And they doing this out of chaos, all right? That's how Satan getting doing this thing, all right? Out of chaos, all right? It's causing all these scenes to cause up the chaos and then bring a solution like, hey, I got the solution to fix it. Even though he's bringing it, but I got the solution to fix it. All right. It was videos that I was listening to. All right. Well, Eve was basically in the world what they call dry snitching on themselves, of talking about looting. All right. And basically robbing your Walmarts. All right. Your local gracious stores or whatever local stores you have, that if they shit don't work, oh, please don't get out of my way. I'm getting what I need for my family. All right. You have men and women of Israel going ham on the TikToks, on the Instagram videos of what they gonna do. You never even watched that movie with Tom Cruise and Ronald Report where they can stop a crime before it happens, right? They got that type of technology that they're working on. But that's what you're basically telling on yourself what you're gonna do. And if you actually do it, those are crimes. I mean, come on, Jake. They trying to set y'all up in a trick bag. Envy not, woe to those that go down to Egypt for help. All right. These government systems. Now you got to remember, Trump said, yeah, they saying how the government is hurting. The video, I couldn't find it, but Trump said it himself, said, well, the Republicans ain't hurting. This is what we want. The Democrats are hurting because the Democrats were the ones who are doing all these programs to help you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians out. All right. It's really the Democrats' programs that are hurting, not the Republicans. they having a good time with this. All right. But the government, y'all government is still shut down. And November 1st, your stamps and your EBTs and all that shit is gone. He said, it ain't coming back. That's it. I'm done. We're see a new direction we're going to go, how we going to help y'all out. Don't y'all still understand that perpetual hate that the Edomites have toward you, Israel? This thing, his motto is not to help you. All right? His motto is not to help you. And they go back on the videos, of Eve, mostly Eve, black ass, all right, talking about what they going to do. All that foolish shit of what they gonna do, how they gonna do it, don't get in their way, They bringing their cousins, they naming up cousins, you bringing them into the situation too. They guilty by association because the names you bringing up. You know, you make, it's all bad, you know. This is Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple and know nothing, right? In the NLT it says, a woman named foolish is brush, she is ignorant and doesn't know it. That's those videos of those women that was talking about what they gonna do. A lot of hefties, right? Baby D's, you know, talking about you better give me my cookie type vibe, right? But what they're gonna do and how they gonna do it, they crimes. Foolishness, ignorant is 2/3 of vibrations, all right, to go do this wicked stuff, right? And 2nd Esdras 15:14, you know, it talks about that. What it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, saying, hey, woe to the world, that those that dwell in them. And you heard your president say November 1st, I'm not cutting that shit back on. I'm done with it. I'm done helping you niggas out. Get out and get a job. Go out there and work. That we no more helping, right? Y'all, you go do it just damn self. That's the vibrations they coming at you with. Y'all been relying on the government so damn long, you don't even know how to function. But let's, you know, when you look at the actual the pie or the graft of it, 70% mostly so-called white men, right? Edomites was mostly, that's really was helping them out. But who's the face that they pushing? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Indians, that you are the most ones that are on it. But I saw a lot of videos of their people on it too as well. How much they were making, $2,800 a month. Now it goes all the way down to $300. They talk about how I'm supposed to support my family and do what I'm supposed to do. Now you see, right? They don't give a shit about their own. Better long enough do you think they're going to give a shit about y'all? Continuing, it says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? And that's what's going to happen in that day, right? You know, you got regular robberies and shit happening like that, but when it comes to feeding your family and foods, ain't no telling what these crazy people out there going to do. They're going to go to their first estate and act like fucking animals, all right? They're going to go out there and do what they think is right. I need to protect me and mines. We got to eat. If they was more dealing in the spirit instead of the carnal flesh, they'll do more fasting and praying where they can go a few days, hopefully, Lord willing, in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, without food, right? To cleanse your body, your temple, where you can go days, okay. Did not Yahweh Shem Yahushai say he going to take care of those in that time? Definitely in Jacob's trouble. We're in Jacob's trouble, and it's happening, man, right? You know, I'm going to read a little more down on this. 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, right? He said they're going to be fighting. One people standing and fighting against another with swords in his hands. And, you know, the modern day sword is, you know, the pew pew, right? So you're going to have those type of things happening. You're seeing it happening in the news now. But more and more people are outraged of this, of how you going to cut my stamps out, how you going to cut my EBT, when this was made for me so I can help my family, which indeed it really wasn't. It was to make you depend on the government and kick the so-called black man out. All right. All right. The head tribe, Judah. All right. The Israel man, the man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that man. You're supposed to depend on the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai because they are very in good hands, man. All right. Reading on down, it says, 16 says, for there should be a seduction among men and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings and their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their powers. They don't care about their government. They don't care about none of that shit. You're seeing the protest, no kings, all right? But they going to be going in, doing what they doing, invading other people's properties. You might have your family, your neighbors that you've been real cool with, but on that day, they looking at you type of way now, like, now you a victim, huh? You gonna be somebody on their road. They're like, oh, we that's their next lick. You their next lick, right? So you gotta be careful in these times of what we coming into. Those who did rely on Esau, Edom. Hey, you didn't rely on Yahweh Shem Shai. You was relying more on your government. So now this is where your Pepe, John 8:44, you gonna linger more on too. See, 2/3 of our people gonna take the charagma, man. All right. That M to the A to the R to the K. And you see them pushing that. It's already mandating UK way over there, you know what I mean? And you don't think it's going to hit the states here? Sodom and Gomorrah, Rome 2.0, all right? The spirit of Egypt, all right? The shores of America, Babylon the Great. It's coming here. If it's not already here. It's just not mandated yet. But that's where you going. All right. They cutting this big attack is against Israel, even though it hits everybody in the states or wherever you at. I got an article right here that was talking about how it happened the Nevadians, right? But I'm gonna pull this article right here. It's Politic, wait, Polic, Politico News, all right, said at least 25 states plan to cut off food aid benefits in November. 25 states plan to cut that shit off, right? It says to please the benefits of the Simple Mental Nutrition Association program would begin to end states from California to Arkansas just before the busy holiday season. Now, which holiday seasons is getting close to? Killgivens, right? Your Thanksgiving, which you want to be thankful for, right? And what? That Christmas. one of the biggest times of the years. When you feel jolly and you want to buy your little gifts and stuff, where Amos 5:21, Yahweh Shem Yahshai said, I hate your feast days. And Jeremiah 10:1 tells you not to do what the heathen do. But 2/3 of our people gonna do it anyway, right? Back on this article, it says SNAP benefits more than 42 million people and an average of 187.20 per month to pay for groceries. That's a lot, right? Millions of low income Americans will lose access to food aid on November 1st. Now, like I said, you got videos of mad Americans talking about what they gonna do on this day if they shit don't work. When half the states plan to cut off benefits due to the government shutdown. Who are these government programs is benefiting the most as you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians relying on? All right. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help. You relied on the goddamn government for so long that they about to take everything away from your asses. And now what? This was the whole plan. This was their wicked ass plan in the first place. It says 25 states told Publico that they are ensuring notices inform partisans of the Supplement Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, the nation's largest anti-hunger advocate, that they wouldn't receive checks next month. These states include California, Arkansas, Hawaii, Indiana, Mississippi, and New Jersey. Others didn't respond to the request of the comment in the time of the publications. All right. So, like I said, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they said 25 states are on this, shutting this shit down. And if you read more on it, it talks more about like the program and what they're going to do and stuff. But as I was reading on there, man, it was just looking at the numbers and it's like, wow, the animation would have to find more than $8 billion to keep SNAP afloat and the shutdown continues. $8 billion for that. No, not with Trump. He's going, that's money we're losing and we're wasting when we can keep that in America dollars. Why help Americans in that aspect when they can get out and work? All right. And I'm going to pull this, and I hope this was an edifying lesson to the elect. all right, is what are you going to do November 1st if you're still, or if you're all on these things, right? It's going to get harder out here, Israel. All right? Because we're getting closer to Yahweh Shai's arrival to get out of this motherfucker, man. All right? That Micah 2:10 is not our rest, man. This is Isaiah 65 and start at verse 13, because even in the midst of those videos of all those people complaining, this was going to happen for the elect, though. Those who believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and came to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, ran to him as that strong tower, Proverbs 18:10. All right, Isaiah 65 and 13, it says, therefore this said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thou power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye should be hungry. So he said, my servants is going to eat while y'all be hungry. So we going to see. The elect for sure going to be taken care of, but he should be saved out of it. The second part of Jeremiah 30:7. But he should be saved in it. That's that he is the elect. Lord wasn't part of that number. But it says, behold, my servants shall drink, but ye should be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you should be ashamed. And those ones are going to be ashamed, and the ones who didn't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, who believe in more that this government would take care of them. Look how it's treating you now. Look how your government's treating you now. Like shit. They ain't treating you like nothing. I don't give a damn about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, man. All right? That's a perpetual hate that Esau wants his damn birthrights back, man. All right? He gonna do whatever he think in his mind that he can get it back. That false illusion. All right? So, you know, like I said, I hope this will edify a lesson. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakadash. That honors the Apostle of the Great Millstone, and salutation of the items that's preaching 144 truth coming out of GMS. I just want to say, this is the Manicap Man of Valor. I go by Cologne. Till next time, Shalom.